Hello, I'm Roisin Hastie with the BBC News. Britain's longest-serving monarch, Queen Elizabeth, has died. She was 96 and had reigned for 70 years. Buckingham Palace said the Queen died peacefully at Balmoral Castle in Scotland, where she'd spent much of the summer. Senior members of the royal family travelled there after an official statement said doctors were concerned for her health. Here's our royal correspondent, Nicholas Witchell.
It is a moment of profound importance and profound sadness. And we're seeing people are needing to come together there outside Buckingham Palace on this bleak, rainy night in the early autumn. I think people feel the need to be together at this particular moment, seeking comfort from each other.
With the Queen's death, her eldest son Charles becomes the new king. He and his wife Camilla, now Queen Consort, will remain at Balmoral overnight before returning to London on Friday. Charles said the death of his beloved mother was a moment of great sadness for him and all members of the royal family. On Friday, he will officially become the new monarch in London. It's been confirmed he'll be known as Charles III. Britain's Prime Minister Liz Truss said her government would support him.
We offer him our loyalty and devotion, just as his mother devoted so much to so many for so long. And with the passing of the second Elizabethan age, we usher in a new era in the magnificent history of our great country, exactly as Her Majesty would have wished, by saying the words, "God save the King."
The Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, said the country had lost the person whose steadfast loyalty, service and humility helped the British make sense of who they were. Scotland's First Minister Nicola Sturgeon described the Queen's death as a profoundly sad moment. International leaders have sent their condolences. President Biden described the Queen as a stateswoman of unmatched dignity and constancy. Flags over the White House are being flown at half-mast. Pope Francis praised Queen Elizabeth's steadfast faith. He said he was offering prayers for her eternal rest. President Vladimir Putin of Russia said she had rightly enjoyed the love and respect of her subjects. His Ukrainian counterpart Volodymyr Zelensky also paid tribute.
With deep sadness, I have learned of the death of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, a heavy loss for the whole of Europe and the world. From all Ukrainians, I express sincere condolences to the royal family, the whole of the UK and the Commonwealth countries. Our thoughts and prayers are with you.
World News from the BBC. The Queen took a particularly close interest in the Commonwealth, the voluntary association of about 50 countries which emerged from the end of the British Empire. Its leaders have expressed their gratitude for her dedication and hard work, as Naomi Grimley reports.
The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said Queen Elizabeth had personified dignity and decency in public life, whilst the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa said her commitment and dedication was a noble and virtuous example to the entire world. The Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese praised a life devoted to duty, family, faith and service. And from Canada, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said Canadians would always remember and cherish Her Majesty's wisdom, compassion and warmth.
Naomi Grimley there. In other news, the Mayor of Washington, D.C., Muriel Bowser, has declared a state of emergency after the arrival of thousands of migrants on buses provided by Republican governors in the states of Texas and Arizona. More than 9,000 migrants have arrived in the American capital since April on bus services arranged by the two border states. Ms. Bowser, who's a Democrat, has described the bus scheme as a political stunt. At least 16 people have died in Brazil after a boat sunk in the country's Amazon region. Another 24 people are missing. 40 others have been rescued. The authorities in the northern state of Pará say the boat wasn't authorised to operate a passenger service. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has met the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, who is making an unannounced visit to Kyiv. Mr. Blinken unveiled another $2.8 billion in military aid. Earlier, the Ukrainian military claimed a breakthrough in its counter-offensive against Russian troops. BBC News.